I can see the table.
See a hand?
I can now. It's the opposite way around to the way it is on. It's the opposite way around to the way it is on Discord. Does Discord just flip everything then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so no. On the YouTube, the Dark Lord's on the left.
Yeah, on Discord on the right.
I don't know my stage terms. It's on the left of the screen.
Yeah.
But on Discord, it's on the right.
I don't think that doesn't really affect anything, though, does it?
Shouldn't do.
Yeah, cool.
Spent a lot of time putting my good camera on. I thought we might be able to the light back up.
Yeah, I can only actually see the Discord because I'm on my phone. I can't open multiple things.
I'm using OBS right now. That's why my camera's got a logo on it.
You fancy.
Oh, so then you've just done a screen grab, a window capture of OBS into. Yeah, that's how I do. If I have multiple people on my channel, that's how we do it. I have an insane computer now.
What's the plan for points for this game? What's the plan for points for this game? Cool.
I heard Ram a second ago. Yeah. Hang on, let me turn it up a bit. Hello, test. No, not even getting me at all.
No, nothing. That's not good.
I'm sure we were a second ago, though.
Right.
Play about with those settings. Can you guys hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear you through
It's not through the
Discord.
YouTube. Yeah, just not through the YouTubes.
Mike Orcs. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
I can hear you through my earphones, but not my PC. Is my PC making noise?
Alex
I can't hear your
says,
PC.
getting audio here.
Oh, there we go.
Wayne says, I hear you, but picture is going in and out.
I've got audio now on the coming out of the PC.
Brilliant.
Good stuff.
On the. Oh, mine says nice and crisp.
Oh, it echoes through your computer.
Yeah, so I've turned it off now.
Oh, okay, cool.
But is everything else looking good?
It could be probably a little bit more in focus, maybe.
That's literally just the limitations of my camera, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I just
A bit of a distance.
Yeah, just because I had to kind of hold it so far away.
That's fair.
Like I don't
You can
have-
see what they are.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the benefits of the Dark Lord being as big as he is now, that you can actually see.
Exactly.
And I found like having this kind of like flat, neutral matte. Obviously, it's got a bit of a kind of texture on it, but it does help with, because like obviously like I had my folding table that I've used before, but I think because there's so much texture on it, like it's very difficult to see the models.
Things can get a bit lost, yeah.
Dad says yes, the picture is not very sharp. Well, that is just because the camera's not very good. It's okay when it's like super close up, but because it's the game, we have to zoom it all the way out. So we're going to lose a little bit of detail, unfortunately, but we should at least get a rough idea of what's cracking on. We should probably wait, see where Dagfin is. Where's the ArcWorlde chat? Dag.
D-Dog.
Will you be joining us? But whilst we are waiting for our favourite Norwegian to turn up, let's see what's cracking off in the chat, see who's there. LTO, good evening, buddy. Alex Barkley, good evening. Wayne Burton, good evening. My dad, Rob, good evening, Dad. And Ans Morris, ahoy hoy, all sitting out in my sunny garden watching this. A rare, dry Welsh day. Wonderful. So apologies for the kind of the bit of a stop-start, as few technical issues that we've just been tweaking with. But hopefully everything is set up and working now. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. And I am joined tonight by Mr. Ram and by Mr. James, who is the face behind Scruffy Crow YouTube channel. Say hello, gents.
Evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Brilliant. So, tonight we will, hopefully fingers crossed, be playing a quick game of ArcWorlde. As you can see by the table, I've kind of set everything up. As I said before, apologies for the lack of focus on the camera. I just have a webcam, and it does work very well when kind of looking at things that are very close up, but when you start to kind of scale things, when you kind of hold it further back from the table, it does lose a bit of focus, but it should be working okay. So we are waiting on one more fine gentleman to join us today, and he is Mr. Dagfinn Bakaloken. He will be arriving at some point. He says he's currently doing fatherly duties, which I assume means putting his kids to bed and such. But I think Norway's 2 hours ahead, or is it 1 hour ahead? I'm not sure. But anyway, he should be joining us soon. So before we get started, does anybody in the chat have any questions about the game that we can just kind of talk about? Both James and Ram have played ArcWorlde many times before, with lots of different factions. Which are your favourite factions, gents?
Halflings.
Halflings, yeah.
I'm the orcs, to be fair. I'm a strange one in the world of ArcWorlde.
Excellent. Yeah. So I think so. For those of you who are new, like by far and away, apparently, or seemingly the most popular faction to collect is the halflings. Like when we did the ArcWorlde weekend a few weeks ago, Dagfinn was very kind as to organise a tournament for everybody to play, and I think that, how many was it, lads? I think there was about 10 out of the 14 people who were playing that had brought halfling warbands with them.
Yeah, about that. Well, another funny little. No, to be fair, I think it was, but then 2 of them were halflings with guns. They were slightly different halflings, but they were still halflings.
Yes, you mean spicy halflings?
Spicy halflings. Yeah.
People love them. People love them. I'm not too sure.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm not like. I mean, we've had this conversation many times before in the past, on various streams and in person and things like that. But I do think it's like, oops, 100. Oh, sorry. When Alex in the chat says 100% loss rate at the tournament, I thought you meant like 100% loss of like the stream. So I was gonna like hit panic stations and start messing about with like the settings and things, but okay, I think the stream's still coming through. But yeah, I think with the halflings, it's like a mixture of people like to play the underdogs of things, and like when you've got a world that's full of like monsters and dragons and things, kind of the plucky halflings battling the monsters kind of appeals to people, and also they're cute. People like cute things. I mean, as a halfling fanatic yourself, James, like, what's your insight on this?
Yeah, I get that. It's possibly the underdog thing. Everyone likes a halfling. I play halflings in other games as well.
Oh, cool. What other games do you play them in?
Blood Bowl, Oathmark.
Yeah, I didn't realise Oathmark had halflings.
Oh yeah, by popular demand, they were so popular that they made a sort of semi-official list just to include them.
Cool.
Nice.
People love halflings.
People love halflings, and just they were some of my favourite sculpts from the first edition, so
yeah,
that helped.
Well, hopefully the halfling models that I've been teasing for the campaign so far will tickle that pickle. Like, have you seen the
Nice.
Have you seen the 2 that I have revealed today?
Ooh, I haven't. No.
The Knight and the Sorcerer, or the
Yes.
Apprentice.
So, as part of the free stretch goals that everybody will get if the total of the campaign goes above certain amounts, there's like you get a Wizard's Apprentice, and a Hobgoblin, and then if we hit 20,000, everybody gets a Sword for Hire, so for free. So I've just really revealed those today, and the Wizard's Apprentice is kind of like is a halfling wizard, and the Sword for Hire is Jean Le Porc, who is a halfling knight.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice.
In the chat, we have Wayne saying, "I love Undead Raiders, but now have monster hunting halflings. Cool. And Morris, the halflings are great, but love my Imperials. Also have a soft spot for trolls. All the factions are great. Thank you very much. I like trolls. I love sculpting trolls. Like, in first edition, there was loads of different species of trolls, and I do want to get around to kind of making updated rules for them, and maybe possibly some updated miniatures as well. Like, I would say that trolls are probably like one of the things that kind of got ArcWorlde on the map originally, because when I first launched Warp Miniatures or Warplock Miniatures back then, when I was just about to start university, my first ever models were trolls, and I think that's what kind of people started to know me for. I think perhaps that has been surpassed by halflings now. I do seem to be like known for my halflings, but you know, trolls do have a special place in my heart. My dad is saying, Goblin is in good voice tonight. You have no blooming idea. Literally, I've locked her in 2 separate rooms away, and you can still hear her. So, hopefully
we do need to get Goblin in the game.
Oh god, no, because she'll jump on the table and immediately start just bapping the models off. So, I mean, that's the thing. I would try and play some music to drown her out, but I think because I'm using my computer audio to hear you guys, I think there'd be too much of an echo.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Like being like pop, like press there, like kind of push through everything. Has anyone? Oh, Andy says the Forest Troll is a big favourite of mine, and it was Battle for Troll Bridge that drew me in. Great fun. Awesome. I'm actually been thinking about resurrecting Battle for Troll Bridge for 2nd edition, because we've got like probably about 200 of the boxes left. Like, and they're literally just sat in a storage unit somewhere. So I think what I'll do is there's a few of the model, like I'm pretty happy with Old Grog still. I still think he's a good model, but I think the other models need a bit of updating, so I'd probably re-release the set with new components and, you know, stick a few, you know, obviously with the 2nd edition rules and stuff, and I'll stick a few stickers on the front just to kind of update the contents and things like that. Donald Kelly, cheers, excited to see you get into it. Yeah, we're just waiting on Dagfin to turn up at the moment. I have messaged him and haven't heard back yet. So I think perhaps
I don't mind starting in his place and then he can take over.
If you could, buddy, that would be really great.
Yeah, no, that's all good. No worries.
Much. Now, do both of you have access to the faction rules for the Dark Lords and the Wizards?
Bring them up.
No. Annoyingly, it's on my computer, and as you guys are aware, I'm in Hemel where there's currently a power cut, hence why I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
So accessing things on the phone is a bit difficult while on the stream.
So
let me see what I've got. I've printed out a load of rules, but I don't know if that was just before they got updated.
Yeah, so the updated ones were uploaded to the website about, well, the day of the Kickstarter launch. There's a few extra bits.
Oh, then no, I don't have the new one then.
Are you able to get access to them at all?
Let me see what I could do. Just bear with me.
Dad says, the first edition Forest Troll has always been a favourite of mine. It's been a cracking seller and one of the first minis I ever casted. It is a good... I do like that model even now. The second edition Forest Troll, the first one, I actually drew the art that it was based off in 2012. So I went round to my friend Alan's place, and he had this really big fancy graphics tablet and stuff, and he let me play about with it, and I just drew that, and it's, at least for me, it's kind of become a bit of a mascot for Warp. And you know, I've just recently updated my kind of profile pictures for social media and stuff, and I've included him, or the model that he's based off, the model that was based off the art in the thing, because I think when you're dealing with social media and stuff, you see so many accounts, and you often are just kind of like attracted to certain accounts because of their profile pictures, and I think just having the logo perhaps didn't kind of give people an idea of what we did, so I thought having a fantasy model on the logo itself would help with that. And Morris, I agree, Old Grog is brilliant. I love that classic set. A reboot would be grand, but I'm glad I have the original box. Hobby Cathartic, are the models available from the My Mini Factory tribe part of ArcWorlde, or are they separate? So Warp Miniatures has two separate ranges. There's ArcWorlde, which is the tabletop game that has cast miniatures in metal and resin. That's what we'll be playing tonight. Digital Workshop, which is the My Mini Factory tribe, is a completely separate range, specifically designed for kind of miniatures agnostic games, like just any kind of war game, D&D, those kind of things. So they are essentially your generic fantasy stuff, obviously in my style, but it is, you know, there is no kind of game attached to it. However, there are a lot of my patrons and My Mini Factory tribe subscribers who do proxy them for ArcWorlde, which is kind of, you know, what they're for. They are meant to be kind of subbed in for other miniatures, like in whatever games that you play. So I think I remember, I think it might be Jonas was actually thinking of making a Dark Lords warband and using the kobolds as the hobgoblins, just because he could print as many of them as he wants.
I think I might try a band with the Kenku as vermin.
Oh, that's cool. What do you think you'd use for the clan beasts?
Possibly the tiger that you released for New Year's.
Oh yeah.
Maybe some frogs as well.
Yeah, like the big kind of bullfrog types from the ye olde bullywugs. I still think the bullywug set might be my favourite set. Like,
they are great. They're really cool. I realised I was muted before. It was actually me who did the Dark Lords kobolds, and the and I've got the demon from the Tenacious D pack as the Dark Lord.
Nice.
That's cool.
The devil himself who did a load of kobolds. And I mounted kobolds on the wolves from the Goblin Rider pack. I've got some mounted kobolds too. Yeah.
Very cool. Have you had a chance to get any games in with them?
I have. Yeah, no, they're good. Not with this newest version of the rules, but with the previous one, I have. Yeah.
The one from, I think it's February.
Yeah. Well, whatever the last one was from this. But yeah, no, I've got the new ones now as well. I've just found them and managed to get them up.
Excellent. That's wonderful. So, well, seeing as you have played with the Dark Lords before, shall we go with that? And James, would you like to take control of the wizards?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I've got the rules pulled up in front of me.
Excellent. Cool. So, got the dice here. Shall we roll for initiative? So, I'll use the dice for the actual kind of faction dice. So if you guys can see, come on, focus. No, it's not having it. Yeah, so the white. White is for the wizards, black is for the Dark Lords. Just start that up here. So that's a 2 for the wizards and a 1 for the Dark Lords. So, James, you go first.
Okay, what college of wizards am I?
You get to choose, my friend. Yeah.
What colour are they painted? They're kind of painted sort of...
Well, I kind of painted
purple, aren't they? So they're new.
They're neutral. Because I thought, for the kind of the box art, it would be a good idea to kind of keep them plain, not plain, but not too themed.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll take the crimson because that's the easiest for me to find on this page when I'm trying to look at it digitally.
Sweet.
So I want to go first. So I'm going to try and conjure a sprite then, straight up.
Awesome. So
Nice.
we have we're going to play the game pretty much as is. Everybody in the chat, if you do have any questions about a particular rule or how the game works, just drop in a comment. I've got the chat up so I can keep tabs on it and things. So we'll answer that as things come across. So here are the cards, and so if you summon a sprite, let's draw 2 cards. Ooh. So you have a jack and a king. So I can't remember, not a jack, sorry, a joker and a king. I can't remember what a joker is. I don't think I particularly have. What do you take the jokers out when playing blackjack? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
You do? Okay, let's have a reshuffle then.
Let's have a redraw.
Redraw. An ace and a 3. So how much do you need to cast the sprite?
I need 14 for that.
So,
Sorry. Just so you know, jokers be any number between 1 and 11.
Oh, really?
I didn't realise I was muted. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sweet. So you would have got it both times anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, sorry. So face cards are 11, are they at the moment? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think it's Joker can be between 1 and 11, any number you choose.
And an ace. I thought an ace can be either a 1 or an 11.
Yes, aces are 1 or 11.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we have
and royal cards count as 10.
Sweet. Yeah. So you've got an ace and a 3, so you can make that ace count as an 11. So you've got 14.
Perfect. Spot on.
Sweet. So we'll roll and see how many sprites you can conjure because it's D3. That's a 4. So 2 sprites. And it's within
3 inches of the caster.
3 inches of the caster. Where would you like them to be?
In a little line. Sort of midway between the sort of wizard and the apprentices, sort of in a sort of line.
Okay, so should we say there?
Yeah, around about there, that's fair.
Cool. So you spent your 2 AP casting the spell. I believe you've got 2 AP left.
You ever think? I think I'm probably just gonna. Can I cast another spell?
Yeah, I think so. We just have to check the rules. I don't think you're limited to only casting 1 spell a turn. I think it's depending on how much AP you've got. But let's say just to kind of get things going.
reading through the.
Yeah, normally each mage can attempt to cast a single spell per activation by spending 2 AP.
One spell per activation.
One spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably leave my second 2 activations for now.
Cool.
And,
stay back.
Reactive. Yeah, stay back.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna let that play into his hands. I'm going with the Fell Warrior.
Yeah.
Because that's might as well. I've got less model count.
Yeah.
Let's make the big boy count. And I'm gonna move forward. To just behind that little branch, so I've got a bit of cover.
Over here. And how many inches is his move?
Moving 4, but I am gonna push my luck.
So.
And leg it.
That's 4 inches. So, for the folks in the chat who haven't played before, leg it is a rule where you can, in addition to your set movement, you can attempt to kind of push your character to go that little bit further by rolling a dice. The number you roll on the dice is the extra number of inches you get to run. However, if you roll a 6, you're a little bit too enthusiastic and the model falls over. Now, you can attempt as many leg-it rolls as you dare to do. However, every time you attempt it, it fails on one more number. So the first time you fail on a 6, the second time you fail on a 5 and a 6, the third time on a 4 and a 5 and a 6. So you can really book it across the board if you want to, but there's a lot at risk, because if you get caught out being knocked over, it makes it really easy to cause the model damage. So let's start with the first leg-it roll, and that's a 1. So we'll just
strange.
Inch him forward. What would you like to do next round?
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep pushing it. Leg it again.
A 2.
Risky business. Ooh. Nice. Cool. Okay. I've got 6 AP total. I might as well do some spells. Let's try to beat them in their own game.
But you can't do spells because you're.
Oh no, I don't have a. Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, you can do it. I mean, I will allow you to change your mind if you want to be a warlock instead.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay there for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just leave it there for now.
Cool. Yeah, because
I want to be a Fell Warrior.
Yeah. The Dark Lord has a special rule called split activation, which allows you to essentially pause the activation of larger models such as monsters and things like that, because normally they cost quite a few points and they take up a big portion of your warband. You can essentially divvy up the activation across a number of turns. So Ram has chosen to pause his go essentially with the Dark Lord, so that James can then go, and then he can then reactivate the Dark Lord until he's spent all of his points.
Okay.
Yeah. With that, would that allow me to move again next turn?
No, so you can only make one free. You can only make one free movement, but you can make leg-it rolls.
Multiple leg-its. Yeah, no, that's fine. I thought that was the case, but I wanted to check. That's cool.
Cool. Right, James, on to you.
I'll use my top apprentice, the fellow with the staff there.
This guy.
And he's going to try and conjure himself a Sword of Embers.
Ooh, cool. What's the casting amount for that?
It's 16, so that's quite high, and he only gets the 2 cards. Yeah. So we're going to have to draw high, or we lose a HP.
Yeah. So with the apprentices, the apprentices are kind of like the not the foot troops for the wizards, but like they build out the bulk of the warband. Now, because they're apprentices, they aren't fully fledged wizards. They can cast spells, but they can only attempt certain amounts of spell casting. In addition, because James has chosen the Crimson Law, which is like fire magic, because it's quite a powerful law, there is a bit of a risk with casting it, and if you fail to cast for any reason, your character loses 1 HP, or does it take 1 hit?
Loses 1 HP.
Loses 1 HP. So.
Oh, that looks low.
Ooh, it's a 14. 2 7s.
Right.
So it was very close. But so there isn't an official way to track wounds in ArcWorlde, but something that I do is I have these red D20s here, because unless you're using like the really, really big monsters, almost every model in ArcWorlde is 20 HP or less. So what is the HP number for an apprentice? I think it's 5?
5, great, yep. So down to 4.
So we're down to 4.
And that's it. That was my whole.
Yeah.
I suppose I could have had a free move, can't I? I don't wish to, though.
You going to stay there?
Yeah.
Dark Lord is he's coming round.
I'm going to go with the Hobgoblin.
Oh, okie dokes.
And I'm going to run and leg it in a straight line.
Nice. So what is the movement for a Hobgoblin?
Cheeky little Hobgoblin moves 4 as well.
Ho ho. So 4, and then 1 leg roll attempt.
1. And again.
A 2 again.
Why not? Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 6.
Oh yeah, that's why not. It falls in his face.
Yeah, so whack. Falls in his face. Now, if you are super if you're super careful with your models, like you don't have to kind of put them on the ground like that. Like you can use tokens to represent them being knocked over, or I've seen some people kind of turn them like around like that. But one of the great things about my dad's resin that he uses is it is it's very resistant. Like it's not very brittle, so I don't mind kind of popping him down like that. James, it's back to your turn.
Hey, so how fast does the sprite move? Let me have a look. I'm assuming I can activate in this round.
Yeah.
Movement 5. I want to move the lowermost sprite, as I can see it on the screen, directly towards the downed Hobgoblin, please.
Okay, and
fish.
Their movement is
5. Their movement is 5. And then I'll make a leg it as well.
Oh, one again.
Rubbish.
I'll roll
and one more, go on.
Ooh, a 3.
Ooh.
So, like that, and then one more.
How much further do you reckon he needs to be to have a little fight?
Ooh, I'd say 1 more inch. And if you make it into combat, he will get 1 AP back because it will count as a charge.
Let's risk it. Let's give it a little go.
Yeah.
Risk it for a biscuit.
Now because it's our 3rd roll, it will fail on a 4+. But if we roll low, one of the very few times you want to roll low. It's a 4. Whoop. So the sprite's down to.
Okay.
Ooh. I think I'm going to have to concede the turn of the Dark Lord because he can't really do anything. He's out of range. Oh, actually, what's the range of that sprite from the Dark Lord?
How far is it away? Or this
yeah,
one?
how far away is he?
The downed one?
The downed one.
3, 8.
Okay, it's too far.
Like maybe 9 or 10 inches if you walked his way around.
No, I don't mean walking. I mean as in a range attack over the logs.
Can he see him though?
Or you might not even see him. You probably can't actually because you're low in there.
Because he's low and he's a big boy.
Yeah.
So I would say that you wouldn't be able to see him because of the big.
No worries. Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna concede the Dark Lord's turn for the rest of this turn.
Cool. So James, you've got the this apprentice here and this sprite to activate.
Okay, so my second apprentice is going to try and be a conduit and generate some Arcanite tokens for my commander.
Cool.
Nice.
So I'm guessing that's just once per turn, so that leaves him with 1 AP to do something else.
I'm quite glad that this still works. So if you guys can see it in the group, I've put a light in the Arcanite token so it glows.
That's cute.
So cool. I'll pop that next to the wizard.
I think I'm probably going to hold my ground there as well.
Okay.
And the second sprite is going to move 5 inches towards the Dark Lord, I think.
So for you folks in the chat, one of the great things about actually both the wizards and the Dark Lords, because they are both like members, like Fey factions, is that a lot of their kind of grunt work is done by summoned creatures that they can just keep on resummoning as many times as they want. So you can be very kind of aggressive with it because you can just replenish them. You don't have to be too precious about the summoned creatures. But I've moved the sprite to here.
Is there a limit to how many I can summon?
As many as you have paid for when constructing your warband. But for this warband, we've got 4, so you can have 4 on the table.
Okay. Cool.
And Morris have had to pop on the headphones every time Goblin sings a song of her people. My cat is diving into platinum belts looking for her and getting rather confused.
Were you rolling off for?
Yeah, roll.
Yeah.
Would you like to leg it with the sprite, James?
No, I'm going to keep my distance just at the moment.
Okay, right. So back to the top. A 5 for the wizards and a 1 for the Dark Lord. So James, is your go again?
Okay, I think I'm going to go with my main wizard again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're just going to try and generate those last couple of sprites we were just talking about.
Cool.
Required draw of 14 again.
Mm-hmm. So 7 and 6.
Oh dear. But I can use my token that I generated last turn, can't I, to generate a new card?
You can just spend your AP.
Okay.
So it's only the apprentices that can only draw 2 cards.
Okay, so I'll use so it'd be a 3rd AP, I assume.
Yep.
To pull another card.
And a 6, that takes you to 18, so it's cast.
Perfect. So then I need to
roll
D3 sprites.
So that was a 2. So we get to summon 1 more sprite.
Okay, and pop it just in. Oh, hang on. In front of the top apprentice.
Like this?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I've got 1 AP left, and I think I'll use that just to move my. Oh no, because you've got a ranged attack on your warlord, haven't you? So actually, I'll stick where I am just for the moment.
Hold your ground.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Right,
I'm going to go Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
So I'll spend an AP to stand up.
Yep.
And I'll use my...
Sorry, Ram, not sorry to interrupt. Do remind me, do you stand up automatically at the start of a new round, or would you still have to spend...
No, so you can either spend an AP to stand up.
Yep.
Or you can stand up and leg it for an AP, I believe.
You give up your movement, or
you give up your movement, yeah.
Yeah.
Or pay an AP.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So either give up your movement and then you have your normal amount of APs, or spend an AP to get up.
Right. Yeah. Got you.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I've basically given up. No, I'm going to spend an AP to get up. Mm-hmm. I'll use my free movement to move as a charge to gain an AP back. So I'm basically back onto 2 AP.
Boom.
And then I'll use Hack and Slash for 4 power.
4 power.
Yeah. And it's a 2 AP, so that's all my AP. And each critical allows a hit for 1 more D6 to be rolled.
Oof. Right, so we've rolled 2 3s and a 4 and a 5. So that means there are 2 hits.
2 damage.
2 damage. So, first damage attempt.
2 dice because he's prone, and then you pick the lowest.
So that's a 6 and a 5 because he's prone. I remove the highest and to go with the lowest, but that's still a 5. So that's 5.
1 save.
And then a 5 and a 4.
Saved.
The 4. So both are saved.
All good.
Lucky little sprite.
I'll get you one day, a sprite.
I get you. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the bottom apprentice, and I'm gonna try and cast more sprites.
Ooh.
All the sprites.
We've still got 1 in the bag, so let's try and get it out.
King.
Looks good.
And a king. So that's 20, so you successfully cast.
Cool. And then I can't get more than 1 more sprite, can I? So that'll be my full 4. So it doesn't matter what this roll is.
Anyway.
Still the 1.
So where would you like him?
Heading off towards the hobgoblin, please.
What could you remind me what the distance from the caster, the sprite, is it?
Yeah. 3 inch of the caster.
3 inches. So there we go. Sweet.
Nice.
Back up to you, Ram.
My Dark Lord is going to move and leg it.
Move and I just realised what you could have done with those extra AP, Ram.
Was it underlings?
Some of the underlings, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I weren't sure if I could actually summon them or not because I didn't know how many we'd bought beforehand.
So we've got 3.
3. Okay, cool.
So how would you like to move? So move 4 inches.
So directly towards the nearest enemy.
Yep.
And leg it.
Oh no, that's very aggressive.
So 5. So make it into combat.
Cool. Okay, so am I 6 inches away from the apprentice?
You are just shy. So you can get...
Just shy. I can get the sprite though.
You can get this sprite here. I think I'm just going to move that for now, just so people can see what's going on.
Oh, I didn't even see that sprite there. I didn't see the one I was on. Okay. Yeah, all right. So before I do anything, I will splatter that little sprite
Sweet.
Using 2 AP, I will do a power 7 attack.
Oof.
If more successes are rolled than failures, then the target is knocked out and prone.
Cool.
If on a 50 mil base or less.
Right, so the sprite's on a 30 mil, so that's not a problem. I only have 4 Dark Lord dice at the moment, so the ArcWorlde dice will have to take the place.
No worries.
That was an awful roll.
Sorry, that's terrible.
So we've got 3 1s, 3 2s, and a 5, so only 1 hit. So James,
nice.
It's
Nailed it.
Boom. The sprite. So just remind me, James, what is the special rules for the Crimson sprites?
The special rules for Crimson Sprites are +1 power on all attacks, +2 if the target is flammable. As that guy's already on fire, I don't think he's going to be flammable.
No, but you still get +1 power on all attacks, which is pretty beastly. One of the things, just for the chat, one of the things about the wizards is that they have 6 laws of magic to choose from. Each of them are very themed to a certain type of magic, and each sprite that is summoned from each of those laws has a particular special rule that is more kind of fitting for the nature of the magic from which it is summoned. So because James chose the Crimson Law, or the Law of the Crimson College, that's very much themed around fire and fire magic, the sprites are wreathed in flame and therefore do more damage when they attack. So that's a 3. That's a 3, so that's a failure. So how many wounds, how many HP does the sprite have? 4, I think.
4, yeah.
So that is down to 3. Right, what are you going to do with your remaining AP, Ram?
So I've got 3 AP left. I'm going to try something. So basically, if I kill this sprite, I'll regain an AP because I'm a Fel warrior.
Cool.
And all the good stuff is on 2 AP. So I want to kill it. So I'm going to go the same again. So I'm going to go for the 7 power again and aim for more successes, and then it'll come take it out.
Okay, this is a better roll. So we've got a 6, a 4, a 5, and then 4 failures. So 4 successes and 4 failures.
Okay, so even still, it doesn't get knocked prone, but it's...
So we shall... So that's a 6, so it saves 2.
Mm-hmm.
And, no, so it has 1 HP remaining.
Okay, and then with my final AP, I'm going to choke it for 5 power. If HP is removed by this attack, enemy model must take a bravery test as if the target has been knocked out.
Cool.
Or enemy models.
So
Other ones.
That's 2 hits. And that's a failure. So the sprite is knocked out. Now, if that was a regular model, say if it was an apprentice, it would cause his friends around him to take a bravery test as they're kind of shocked by their friend getting knocked out. However, because it's a sprite and it's a summoned creature, it doesn't have that effect because it's just a construct essentially. So there are no extra effects.
I do gain 1 AP for killing something, but then equally I can't do anything for 1 AP other than choke, so we're good.
You could summon sprite. You could summon underlings.
But no, it costs 2 AP to summon an underling.
Does it?
Oh no, it's HP, 2 health points. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that then. Let's summon some underlings.
Cool.
Or an underling.
Right. So how many underlings would you like to summon?
Can I do multiple? All right, let's go for 2. So they can summon within 6 inches of my Dark Lord, and they'll have a turn later on. They don't activate straight away.
So where would you like them to be?
So 6 inches forward towards them. Yeah, just in the middle like that, just to be annoying.
6 inches there, and because it costs. So basically, the way that summoning underlings works is because they are a portion of the Dark Lord's essence that he has siphoned off to create these creatures. He loses wound. He sacrifices
2
wound.
HP.
So 2 HP per one. So
So lost 4. So I was on 20.
So on 20. So now he's on 16.
Yeah.
So if those underlings are knocked out, they kind of return to the Dark Lord and he will get those HP back.
Oh, that's a nice mechanic. I like that. So is it my turn again, I guess?
It is, yeah.
So how many AP do you have left?
None now, that's me done.
None. Cool.
Okay. My sprite fighting the hobgoblin will stand up by forfeiting their movement. And then so it looks like I've got 2 options. I can either just do a normal weak sprite attack, or I can essentially explode myself and do a one-off power 5 attack.
Cool.
I think
that
again
you get +1 power on both of those as well because of the fire.
So I think I'm going to try for a little nibble. So that's power 3 normally, so power 4 for me.
4. Oof. Just the 1 hit. Now the hobgoblin is naked. He doesn't have any armor or shields or anything like that. He's just got the spear, so it'll defend them normally. And it's a failure. So he loses 1 HP. And how many HP does a hobgoblin have normally? 5.
Oh, let me check that. Hobgoblin. Oh, that's underling. Hobgoblin starts with 5, yeah.
Yeah, so he's down to 4.
Then the bottom sprite that was just summoned last turn is going to move to the nearest fire thing. To the nearest underling, yeah.
Sorry, James, say that again.
The bottom sprite is going to move straight up towards the nearest underling, try and protect his masters.
8. So that's the nearest underling. Sorry. That goes straight into combat.
And I will do another nibble for 2 AP.
Cool. Is nibble 2 AP?
Nibble is 2 AP.
Yeah.
So power 4 for me.
So that's 3.
Looks a bit better.
That's 3, much better. So first defend is a success. Second defend, is another success. That was cocked. No. So 2 HP lost. So that underling is on 2 HP.
My top sprite will then is going to dive towards the Dark Lord if he can.
In combat.
And he's going to use all of his AP to do a sparkle, which will be power 6.
Cool. Power 6. So is that power 6 including the
yeah, power 5 plus 1 for being on fire.
Sweet. Ooh, that's a much better roll. So that is 6 damage. Now, because the Dark Lord has heavy armor, 2 hits are negated. So we'll take that away. So that's 4 that we'll be defending normally. That was a very good roll. So first one, that's a 6. So 2 are saved. Second one, that's a 5 and a 5. So that was just completely just dings off his armor.
And that sprite's useless now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the special rules for Sparkle again, James?
Every time the attack is used, the sprite loses 1 AP. Cool. So now he only has 1 AP.
Not permanently. Oh, or is it? Hang on. Sorry, could you read the rules verbatim for me, please?
Every time this attack is used, the sprite loses 1 AP.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because it's kind of expending its magical energy.
Yeah.
So you'll be nibbling from now on.
No, nibbling's 2 AP as well, unless that's a typo.
I think it should be a 1 AP. That's maybe something I need to look into in the next kind of read through, because it wouldn't make sense for him to have two AP attacks. Oh well, we'll see. Are
we assuming that's a typo then for the purpose of this game?
What the underling attacks ran?
Underlings. One moment. So the underling can do a 2 AP blazing demise, where he basically explodes.
Yeah.
And does a 5 power and knocks himself out.
Yeah.
And then he does a nip, which is a 1 AP for a 3 power. So yeah, they've got a 2 and a 1.
Yeah. So that is a typo. So that does cost 1 AP for that other attack.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Otherwise, you can't do anything after that.
Exactly.
Okay. So I can't remember who I've activated this turn. I think both my apprentices have still got to go.
Yeah, I think they have.
So the top apprentice is once again going to go for it and try and summon the magic sword.
Ooh.
Sword of Embers.
So that's 16 needed, right?
16 required, yeah.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, lucky. Right, so with a flash of flame, a huge blazing sword appears in his hand. And what are the special rules for that?
That is +3 power. There's also rules for characters who are flammable, need to reroll successful defense.
Sweet.
And I can't pass this sword off to anyone else because it's my own magic sword.
Awesome.
Nice.
So you can't do anything else because it's 2 AP to cast it. So next round he's going to be a beast.
Yeah. How far away is he from the Dark Lord as he currently stands?
He is
not far enough.
I would say 7 inches away.
So I probably would want to move, say, 3.5 inches towards the Dark Lord, menace him with my big sword. So I can easily move in next turn.
There we go. And he's on 4 HP.
And my second apprentice, I I've lost one sprite, haven't I? My second apprentice is going to try and resummon the lost sprite.
Cool.
So that's a 14.
Oof. One off.
Oh dear, no. No penalty for failing that one, though. I don't think.
Is there?
Oh no, there is. So he has just lost 1 AP as well.
Yeah.
HP. They're killing themselves.
So all of the fire spells, you lose 1 HP for failing.
I've got some underlings.
Just because they if you cast them right, they are absolutely like insane. Like I think the final one, or the it's like a wall of flame attack, which is just insane.
Sword of Embers, Fireball, and Flame Blast, which is all characters within 4 inches of the caster suffer D6 wounds. So that is a fairly hefty spell.
Good.
Yeah. So it's I imagine like the Fire Mage play style is very kind of like Glass Cannon, where you are just churning out damage, but taking it at once. So there is a way that you can get around that by taking like the healing items as part of your warband, or having a few of the pilfered tomes from the lore of the Emerald College, which is like the life magic, so you can kind of heal yourselves.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, is that everyone?
I think that's everyone.
I've got the 2 underlings that got summoned.
Oh yeah, you can activate them.
So the one that's damaged, is he in base to base with the sprite?
No.
Cool. Then I would like to move him.
Oh no, actually, I think he is.
He should be, yeah.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, he is.
Because he took damage from something. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll leave that one for now, and I'll use the one that's not damaged to attack the wizard. He moves 5.
Yeah.
But I want to be on the side where the Arcanite is, attacking from there. So I'm in between the wizard and the apprentice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to explode. I'm going to go a blazing demise for 5 power.
5 power.
Yep. 5 power. Special rule. Target every character within 2 inches of the character. And then this character is knocked out after the attack has been executed.
Yeah. So we'll roll for the wizard first.
Yep.
Oof. Blooming heck, that's a good roll. That's 6. 6 damage. So.
Oh, nice.
Save. 2 saves. Save. 2 saves.
Yeah, the wizard's good.
There, James.
Very lucky.
Now for the apprentice. Another 5 power, please.
Yeah. So that is just 2 damage. So damage 1, and there's 2.
Saved both.
Saved them both. And then my underling will disappear.
He exploded for nothing.
And my Dark Lord will regain 2 health.
So he goes back to 18.
Yeah.
18. That's going to take some
sprites.
chopping, isn't it?
Have you got anyone else, or is it just my other underling?
No, I all finished.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then the underling will fight the sprite. Just he'll just nip twice, so both are power 3.
Power 3. That's 3. So that sprite takes 3 damage. The second attack. That's 2. 1, 2, 6, so he's still there.
That's good.
But he's on one HP.
Cool.
And is that back to the top?
To the top?
Yep, that's back to the top.
Awesome. So, let's do a roll off. And the wizards go first again.
Okay. Oh, so the sprite that came and attacked my wizard in person exploded himself, didn't he? So
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
I'm not in immediate danger. That apprentice is going to use his flamey sword, flamey sword apprentice.
Yeah.
Specifically. And he's going to use the Sword of Embers, to use its correct name, on the Dark Lord. So a free move into combat. And then...
Gonna have to make some like magnetized floating flaming swords to go around their base and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then I've only got one attack available to me, which is a whack, which would be power 3 normally.
Yeah.
But it's now coming in at a mighty power 6.
Is that 1 AP?
That is 1 AP, so I'll be able to do this twice.
Right. A mighty 6 attack.
Did you move in? You moved into combat there, didn't you? So you gain an AP.
No, it's only if you spend an AP. So.
Oh, so if you're legging it into combat, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
It's still
Oh,
4.
4.
Still 4. So the Dark Lord's armor takes 2. So.
Yeah.
No. So
Nope.
he loses 2 HP.
2 HP. So yeah.
16, and then the second flame Sword of Embers attack. Not as good this time. It's 2 hits, and those hits are gold.
Armor.
Dark Lord.
Nice.
So
Is that all of his turn?
That's everything he can do, yeah.
Cool. The Dark Lord will say hi.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to attack the apprentice with a rend of power 7. And this is the same one where if I roll more successes and failures, it knocks prone.
That was... So there's 3 out of 7, so he's still up. And he'll save them. Save 1. Save 2.
2.
No. So loses 2 HP. Oops, so he's now on 2 HP.
Cool. So that cost 2 HP. I'm going to choke out the sprite.
Yeah.
For 1 HP.
So
of a power 5.
power 5. Oof. That is 7 hits.
Oh.
Come on, you can do it, man. No. So he's instantly
Nope.
donezoed.
Cool. So that'll make me regain a HP for knocking something out.
They'll regain
Not HP, a AP.
Yeah.
So then I can rend the apprentice again for 7 power for 2 AP.
It's not looking good for this guy.
No. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know, it's still 4, isn't it?
Ooh.
And that's
it's
more
four
successes
out
than
of 7,
failures.
So
Yeah.
if he survives this, he will be prone.
Yeah.
No.
No. Not even slightly.
He's knocked out.
Okay, so I've spent 4 AP I've essentially gained 2 back now. So I've got 3 left.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my free move towards the wizard. My free move of 4 inches. I'm going to go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
Leg it. Sorry, it's not Blood Bowl.
Oof.
Ooh.
Right.
Best roll you can get. Yeah, he's in there.
And then my final 2 AP, I will do the rend again.
Oh no.
So 7.
Oh no.
Hey, Mr. Wizard.
Hey, nerd. Oh, that was a pretty naff roll. So that's still 3. 2 saved. And no. So he's down 1 HP. Could you just remind me how many HP the wizard has?
The wizard's HP is 9.
9. So he's down to 8. Plonk. Cool.
Could be worse.
Could be worse indeed.
That's my Dark Lord done.
Okay.
Awesome.
I think my bottom apprentice is going to move away from the wizard, sort of towards the middle of the table, towards the hobgoblin, sort of normal 4 inches. Meaning, presumably, I'm now more than 4 inches away from the wizard.
Yes. Yes, you are.
He's then going to summon sprites. So he's 2 AP.
Cool.
Conjure crimson sprites. Can't speak today.
It's a 6.
Oh no! So he loses another AP.
This guy's just self-harming in the corner.
So it loses another HP.
Yeah. Back to the Dark Lords.
That hobgoblin is going to get involved.
Cool.
And he will. How many is that sprite damaged at all or not?
Nope, he's full health.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just go for the full 2 AP hack and slash for 4 power, and each crit allows me to roll another d6.
So that's 1 crit, 2 crits. Yeah. So that's 5. 5 hits.
Ouch.
1 saved. 2
3.
saved. 3 saved.
2.
No. So 2.
Sprites just hang in there.
He's still in the game.
And that's my hobgoblin done because he's only got 2 AP.
There we go.
So then my my sprite,
Yeah.
on the conjured Dark Lord
Underling.
Underling. I have to remember these names. My sprite versus the Underling. He is going to sparkle.
Cool.
Power 6. I want to annihilate this thing.
Oof. Not quite an annihilation, but 3.
Okay.
But he's 3 hits.
I mean, he's only got 2 HP.
2.
So.
He's on 2 health. No. Poof.
And then
down,
my.
But the Dark Lord goes back up to 18 HP.
And then the sprite will use its free movement to move towards the hobgoblin.
Cool. So it's 5. I think it's like there. There we go.
there any more Dark Lord
Nope, that's
movements? So then
that's all done.
So
it just leaves my wizard,
and remember,
who is
he's
going
got,
to.
an Arcanite token as well.
So what does the Arcanite token allow him to do then?
So the Arcanite token allows you. Let me just check the common armory on the website. Just a sec. Because there's one more rule that it can do now that we added in after the ArcWorlde weekend. Right, so one use only. When used, choose one effect. You can grant 1 AP to the character. You can add an extra d6 to any roll. You can allow another spell to be cast, or you can allow a d6 to be re-rolled.
So I could use it to create a second spell.
Yes.
Okay, so let's have a look at my options. So I've got a fairly hefty close combat attack, to be honest. I'm wondering if it's actually worth just
bopping him,
going toe to toe,
just beating you around the face and neck with my staff.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, do I spend the extra AP early on to buff my attacks for the rest of the turn? I mean, I'm right in the fight, aren't I? So,
yeah. So
my Arcanite token, does that... It allows me to cast a second spell, but it doesn't give me the extra AP to do so, does it?
No, it does. So it allows you to cast a spell.
Without spending AP?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then obviously I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use the Arcanite token to attempt to cast Sword of Embers.
Sweet.
So that'd be a 16.
A 3 and a 2.
Oh, and so then I'll use one of my AP to
draw another card.
Draw another card.
Another 2.
Oh. And yeah, we might as well keep going. Another AP to draw another card.
I don't believe it's another 2.
What does that take me to?
So that takes you to 9. Do you want to go for it and spend another AP?
So that'd only leave me with 1 AP, but yes, let's do that. This is not quite as
you are not
aggressive.
It's a fourth 2.
Well shuffled, this deck of cards.
Very well shuffled, obviously. Right.
Wizard.
So what was that? 9, 10, 11.
So that's
No, yeah, fine. My final AP, I'm just going to hit him with my staff.
Bonk.
After failing to ignite it.
Yeah.
Do you take damage for failing the spell?
Yes, I would do.
So down to 7. I'm now giving these cards a very good shuffle.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Right.
So what is the wizard's attack?
It is a staff thwack. And that will be power 5. Crits ignore armor.
Ooh, that is very good.
It is. It'd be better if it was power
Power
8.
That ignores armor. So that is it. There's a crit. So it ignores armor. So that's 3. Nope. Dark Lord
3 damage.
loses 3 HP and is now down to 15.
Take me to 15.
Where is he? There we go.
We're being told the video might be out. Oh, yep, no. I can see that on my screen.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, we're back.
I think Because I think Discord must cut out the video whenever like the screen isn't up.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. But yeah, it's back.
Cool.
Are we at the top again for the game? So
we are.
Yes, I believe so.
Sweet.
I'll roll off.
Yes.
Yes. So it's a 6 for the Wizards and a 4 for the Dark Lord. So it's the Wizards' go.
But with no Arcanite, I can't try and do it. But I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm going to try and ignite my staff again.
Ooh.
So another 16 Sword of Embers. This time cards are going to be my favour.
Shuffled now, say.
4.
Oh, no good.
A 2.
I promise you I shuffled this, but it is another 4.
Oh,
I
dear.
literally did like the I just dropped the deck on the floor and then wiggled it around, so it is as shuffled as you can make it.
I'm imagining my wizard. He is got his staff in one hand and he's just desperately snapping his fingers against the side of it.
Come on!
little sparks coming up.
Huge Dark Lord is just towering above him. It's like, you know when you're trying to light a cigarette on a night out and you're a bit drunk and you just can't get it to go.
Oh, okay. So we give up again.
Draw another card.
No, I'm just gonna start wailing on him because so what's that? An 8.
Yeah.
I need
What's the casting number?
16.
All right. Okay, yeah.
Go on then. Let's draw another card. We're gonna get this spell off.
Love to see it. It is.
Won that 10, didn't you?
A jack.
Boom.
Boom. Done.
Nailed it.
A huge.
Okay, now we're in the. So that will be a power 8 crit ignore armor against the Dark Lord.
Yeah, which is absolute monster.
Pretty beast.
So
you shall not pass.
Dark fire will not avail you, flame of Odin. Right. Well,
maybe you'll pass.
Everything else is bobbins, I'm afraid, but that's 3 again. Dark Lord. No. 3 damage, so he's down to 12 HP. Where are we? Come on. There we go. 12 HP. And another attack, or is that it?
No, that was it.
So your AP.
12 HP. So Ramshaw, go.
Time for the Dark Lord to say hi. Okay.
Bonjour.
So I'm going to rend him in the face for 7 AP. Not 7 AP, sorry, 7 power for 2 AP. And then have I got more successes?
You have.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Pretty good roll. That is 6 hits. So the wizard saves 2. That's 4. Saves another 2. That's 2 left. No. So he's down to 5.
And he's prone.
HP, but he is prone. It's not looking good, James. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's not.
Now for a further 2 AP, I will curb stomp him with the same attack.
Ow.
Sorry, wizard.
It's alright, I'll come back greater than you.
You come back in a different colour.
1, 2. Oof. That's 7 hits.
I'm saving with 2 dice now, remember, because he's prone.
No. He's gone.
Splat.
Splat.
Okay. So normally I would only have 2 AP left, but I regained 1 for knocking you out.
Yeah.
I'm going to move towards that apprentice.
Ouch.
4-inch move. And then, because we haven't done it yet, a Malevolent Gaze is a range attack. I'm going to spend... Yeah, I might as well spend all 3 AP I've got doing this. And it's a power 4 range attack, 6 inches.
Oof. It's a good job that you managed it, because it was a 2, so that's cool. So 4 power?
4 AP. 4 power, sorry, yeah.
So that's 3 hits.
I imagine he's just doing like a blue steel at you, and you're getting scared.
I think I just saw my boss get absolutely crushed, so he's probably pretty scared as it is.
Right, that's so this apprentice is on 2 HP, so she's down as well.
Meaning I gain a HP.
You gain.
Yeah.
You gain.
AP.
So you've got 1 AP left.
Am I 6 inches from that sprite?
Yes, you are.
The sprites remain after their masters have all been killed?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 1 AP for my range attack to attempt another Malevolent Gaze for 4 power.
Another blue steel. And it's a success.
So 4 power. And yeah.
Oh, just the 1. God, you're cleaning up today. But that's a save. So the sprite's fine. That was a pretty meaty round for the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a monster.
I can't remember which round we're on. My sprites haven't been yet, but neither has the Hobgoblin.
They haven't. No.
So, right next to the Hobgoblin hasn't exploded yet either. Don't think.
No,
He's not going to explode against the Hobgoblin. He's going to do a nibble. So 1 AP for a power 3.
Power 4 because of his flamey voice.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the 1.
Ouch.
And then that's saved. Nibble again.
Yeah, same again.
Nibble.
2.
A little bit better.
That's saved.
Oh.
Again.
So now the Hobgoblin back, I guess.
Yeah. Hobgoblin time. He will do a hack and slash for both his AP for a power of 4. And then I get to roll an extra d6 for every 6 rolled.
So that the only dice that was a success was a 6, so that's 2, 3. No. 3 damage. And that's a failure. He was only on 2 HP anyway, so poof, he's gone
Dissolved.
to...
Pop.
Pop.
Okay, and then the final sprite will dive in towards the Dark Lord.
Blaze of
Brave.
Glory, I like it.
He's already exploded. He's already diminished.
Oh, he could just
anyway.
nibble, can't he? That's all he does.
So he will be throwing a nibble at that thing, which the first 2 hits of anything will always be ignored by the armor anyway, won't they? So, yeah.
Oh, it's 3. So you've got 1.
One's gone through.
But it's saved. It
No.
was a 6.
Well, let's try it again. This time it'll kill him.
Right.
You got this.
Oh, nice. 6 hits.
Hi.
So is that 4?
4 to defend. 1.
3.
No, 3 damage. So the Dark Lord is now down to 9 HP.
Yes.
Cool, right, so that's the end of the round. So we've got one more round. Let's just play it on, because they might have an absolute blinder with the sole sprite that's left.
Just one sprite can finish everyone off. We'll see.
The Dark Lord goes first. round would you like to do?
First time.
Now, if you were a sporting gentleman, you'd activate the Hobgoblin first and give the sprite one more round of combat before he is inevitably stomped into existence.
Let's do that, but what I'm actually going to aim to do is charge with the Hobgoblin by just legging it. So yeah, so Hobgoblin's going to go 4, and I'm going to leg it.
And then leg it. Oh, it's a 6, so
there we go.
Over.
Yeah.
The sprite's going to be all victorious then, that's it. So let's have another nibble on that Dark Lord. Nom 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 as hard as you can.
Nibbler.
Ooh. So it's 4.
So
hits.
2.
So 2. 1 saved. No, so 1 more damage taken.
Has the sprite done more damage to the Dark Lord than anyone else combined so far?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, he has.
And let's have our final nibble. Nibble like we've never nibbled before.
Just 1. So he goes
Can't
for
even
a
break the
final desperate nom, but he just ends up chewing the side of the pauldron and nothing happens.
I think something's going to happen now, though.
Nice. So using the Dark Lord, I'm going to do a. Should we make it a feat? Why not?
Yeah.
Haven't used any feats yet.
No.
All right, using the blade, I'm going to try stab it through the top of the head and then embed the sprite on the end of the sword to make some kind of sprite shish kebab situation and stabbed it into the ground.
Cool.
And I'm going to do, what should we say?
Well, depending on
medium.
how much damage you think it would cause, because each level of feat is 3 damage.
Okay. So if I add that to my rend, my rend is normally 2 AP.
It's not in addition to your attack, it is the attack, essentially.
Oh, it is the attack. Okay. All right, I'll spend 4 of my 6 AP to do a power 10 damage. Instead of 2 for a power, but I need to obviously roll to do it.
So if you do an easy feat, it's 3 hits. If you do a medium feat, it's 6 hits. If you do a hard feat, it's 9 hits, and if you do a power, and if you do a legendary feat, it's 12 power.
Oh, I see. I'm probably just going to miss then if I try any of those.
Is it power? I can't remember. Let's say power. No, let's say hits.
So what should we do then? A hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
How many AP would you like to spend to attempt it?
I'm going to spend all my AP. Let's just do it.
So
let's just kill this thing.
Right.
All 6 AP.
1, 2, 3. You just got it. Right. So 9. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits.
He's going to survive, it's fine.
3 wounds left, 3 HP. Come on. 1.
No.
And
Flat.
the Dark Lord plunges his flame-wreathed blade into the head of the sprite, and as it dissipates in a pathetic puff of purple and turquoise mist, the Dark Lord cackles into the night as he claims another victory. And Congratulations, Ram, you have won. Commiserations, James, you put up a valiant fight. But what did you think, guys?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, it's good, decent.
So, if you were to do that fight, I mean, obviously, Ram, I don't think would do exactly the same thing. But James, if you were to do that fight again, what would you have done differently?
I think I would have not charged in with my apprentice with the flame sword. I think I'd have spent more time trying to keep the Dark Lord away, maybe through some fireballs, generated some more sprites, try to build a bit of a barrier between myself and that enormous death warrior.
One of the things about the Wizards faction, it is a bit more of a complex one to play compared to the more basic ones, because you do get so much kind of tactical versatility with using all the different laws for Magic, which you can access by either buying the spell books beforehand as part of your gold cost, or having the enchanted bookcase, which essentially generates one per round.
Okay.
So you can have access to loads and loads of different spells, and because there's lots of ones that can allow you to move out of combat without any negative effects, or heal yourselves, or give yourself magical armor and things. So it's about using the combination of all of those laws.
Definitely. I think items would help them as well. So items like a healing potion and things, because if you're missing spells and cutting yourself, and your apprentices did more damage to themselves at the beginning than I did.
But yeah, I mean, we kind of played it pretty much naked. But as Ram said, if you did give yourself some more items, or even weapons from the common armory as well, shields or spears or two-handed weapons or dual weapons, or even armor as well, because just in the lore, the wizards, instead of actually wearing armor, they have protective charms and things like that. So in the game they would have the same effect as armor, but kind of more friendly.
And armored suits to protect them.
Yeah, exactly.
Enchanted armor.
Cool. So, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining. I'm just going to go to the chat and see if anyone has commented. So, Andy Morris, seems I have visitors, so I have to split. Great game, guys. Enjoyed it, and the minis look great. It's turning into topic for ArcWorlde. Come on, you wizards. Sorry, Andy. Earthen Panda, is the camera out for anyone else? Has the video dropped for anyone else? Oh no!
It's been okay since we mentioned it. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Whew. It must have been when I was checking the rules about everything. But yeah, hope you guys in the chat have enjoyed watching a quick game. We only use the models from the starter sets. There are so many more models and characters that you can use for both of those factions, as well as monsters and mercenaries, and in the most recent kind of draft of the rules, you can even combine factions together to create kind of custom warbands of lots of different characters from lots of different factions. But yeah, does anybody in the chat have any questions for us before we say goodnight? Excellent. Earthen Panda, more battle reps of this game would be appreciated. So when it comes to bat reps, is that in terms of write-ups or videos, or what kind of content would you like to see? Evan, tons of fun. Glad you enjoyed it, buddy. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight, gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully we'll be having some games in person soon. James is moving to Nottingham, where I'm based, so I'm sure we'll be meeting up and having game nights and things like that. And also I'm not going to be able to make it to the next G2S or Gotham to Samaria, which is it's a Manchester-based gaming weekend which is where I met Ram for the first time. It's 3 times a year, isn't it?
3 times a year, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've got October's the first one, or the last one, I suppose, of the year. We've got July, and there's one more. I think maybe.
Isn't it in February? Because normally they're in July,
February,
October, and February.
Yeah, February, yeah.
So I was only able to come up for like just a night for the February one because it was my birthday weekend. But I'm hoping to make it for the whole event for the October one. But I'm actually
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm at a wedding in New York in July, so I won't be able to make it.
I think the next one, that's 21. Let's say 25th of June, but that's last year's. So ignore me.
Yeah, when is the one in July, Ram?
I'm also at a wedding, but in London, not in New York. Yeah. So I'm not actually sure because I'm not going, unfortunately. I can have a look.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good weekend, James. Like, it's a real chilled out. Like, there's tons and tons of games, and it's focused more on the kind of the more indie skirmish games. Like, there's so many that are played. People bring their own. There's a big ArcWorlde community who go. There's like other games. Like, also it's kind of it's very much a drinking weekend as well. So like
it is, yeah. It's the 1st to the 3rd of July for those who want to go. Gotham to Samaria. They've all got a Facebook group. Really good bunch of guys.
It was that close. Yeah. I'm actually not in New York. I'm in Portugal with the lads. So I'll be doing probably just as much drinking, but a few hundred miles away. Earth and Panda is saying that they would like some more game videos with some narrative spice, which I'm definitely sure that we can do in the future. Wayne says, had fun watching, was hoping for more feats, gentlemen.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that is one thing I need to incorporate more into the game.
Yeah. Well, I guess
in my game.
Yeah, I guess it's just something that is quite new to a lot of people using those kind of like things. But next one we do, I shall say chef's order for the chef from Wayne, more feats. But yes, thank you very much everybody for joining. Thank you very much to Ram and James for playing with us tonight. Hope you both have fun. And in terms of the rest of the week, rest of the campaign, we have another stream tomorrow night, which at the moment it is a traditional sculpting stream. So we had my digital sculpting stream last night, which went really, really well. I'll be working on the Tarask, which is a big hand sculpt beast.
Nice.
So I'll be showing you kind of how I make that. I am open to doing something else though, so if you would like to see something else instead, if you'd like to see the like more digital sculpting, then just let me know either in the comments of this video, on Facebook, on Discord, or on the Kickstarter page itself. We have 48 hours left, or just under 48 hours left of the campaign. We can. Sorry. Earth and Panda saying seconded. I think possibly they're saying seconded to Wayne. But yeah, until tomorrow night, folks, have a lovely rest of your evening. Goodbye, James, and goodbye, Ram, and see you all again soon. Ta-ta!
Yeah, see you soon.
Good night. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Bye.